All right. Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekhakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continues to rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim out here pushing this word in sincerity, truth, and in faith. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners, those of our people that very well may look exactly like the other nations, but their heritage through their father's seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Hebrew Israelites. And shalom to the few sisters, the Akwat that's out here listening in all humility, all right? I have another lesson. Just let me do this right quick. Hold on. Okay. I have another lesson. I'm going to entitle it, To Everything There's a Season. Okay? There's a season and a time for everything. All right? And I get that from Ecclesiasticus chapter 3. All right? Because right now, people could be confused on what time it is, how they should be acting and what they should be doing. Now is the time to seek Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, to not be seeking the things of this world, okay? Seeking fame and fortune, you seeking to be loved by all these different people and stuff like that, man, okay? Because we're at the time where your faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to be the thing that gets you saved, man. Or if you don't have faith, you're not going to be saved in the time and the trouble that's coming. Jacob's troubles, okay, is coming. Okay, it's something that's real. It's not a joke. It's not a game. The Bible is not a book, a fairy tale. Okay? The Bible is the scriptures. It's the script of the earth. Okay? It's the script of the earth. The Lord created the earth and made a book about it, and wrote it down. All right? The things that would be happening on the earth, in the whole creation. Okay? So I'm just going to get into Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Right. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. Okay? Now it's time to break down that connection you have with this world and to build up a connection with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? A time to weep and a time to laugh. Okay? A time to mourn and a time to dance. Okay, we're in the house of mourning, man. Okay, we're here, under the roof, waiting for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? We're not in here dancing, acting like, we're in the house of mirth, but we are definitely in the house of mourning, man. Okay, keeping Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's laws is the best we can. Okay, and waiting on him to come back. All right. It says a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose. And we're coming up on the time to lose. We're going to lose all this worldly stuff, man. Okay, because first of all, this is not our kingdom. This is not our rest. Okay, none of this stuff means anything, because everything in America is already burnt up, man, because the Lord said it is. Everything is burnt up, man. All right? That gold you have, that's burnt up too. All right? You should be seeking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It says, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And this is the time of war. That's not a peacetime right now. Okay, and if it's wartime, you have to keep your guard up. You have to be circumspect. You know, it says, what profit hath he that worketh in that wherein he laboreth? No profit, man, because it's all going to be burnt up. Okay, I have seen the travail which the Most High hath given to the sons of men to be exercised in it. He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Okay, in his time. All right. It says also he has set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that the Most High maketh from the beginning to the end. All right, it's the Most High's will and his, what it says, your thoughts are not my thoughts. Okay, we don't have the thoughts of the Most High. Okay, I know that there is no good in them, but for a man to rejoice and to do good in his life, and also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy good enjoy the good of all his labor. It is the gift of the Most High. Okay, yeah, when you laboring in this world and you're successful at what you do, that's a gift of the Most High. Okay, I know that whatsoever the Most High doeth, it shall be forever. Exactly. And what he did was promise to give us that second covenant. Okay, and that second covenant introduces us to everlasting life. Okay, it says, nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it, and the Most High doeth it, that men should fear before him. And we fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's why we're not out here pushing false doctrines. Okay, we're not doing that, man. All right, because that's wicked. Okay, to say something contrary to what the Lord said. All right, that which has been is now, and that which to be hath already been. Okay, and the Most High requireth that which is past. Exactly. The Most High required to pass. All right. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. Okay. Because the wicked, which is Edomites, the Edomites, they're doing wickedness, and the sons of God, okay, the 2/3 are doing wickedness. All right. It says, and I said in mine heart, the Most High shall judge the righteous and the wicked. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you one of the Israelites, one of the Most Highest people, he's gonna judge you. Okay. For there is time, it says, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. I said in my heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that the Most High might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts. Exactly. That's what you want to fight. Okay, you don't want to be a beast. You want to put off the old man. Okay, and strive to be perfect in the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, everything you do, it's like you should be acknowledging, because it's happening, that the Most High's angels are watching you and reporting back to the Most High what you're doing. Okay, it says, for that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts, even one that befalleth them. As the one dieth, so dieth the other. Yea, they have all one breath. so that a man hath no preeminence above a beast, for all is vanity. Exactly. That's why we have to believe and trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and really trust in Yahweh Shai that he's going to save us, man. Okay, because the creature, which we are, was made subject to vanity, man. All of us are sinning down here. Everybody. There's none that didn't sin but Yahweh Shai. Okay, when he came as Yahweh Shai. All right? It says, all go unto one place, all are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. Exactly, because, you know, people would think that, you know, people go to different places because they're a different race. No, man, everybody go to the same place. All right? It said, who knoweth the spirit of a man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that go down to the earth? Yeah, the animal spirit goes down to the earth, and they just come right back, because they're not getting judged like men are. Wherefore I perceive that there is nothing better than that a man should rejoice in his own work, for that is his portion. For who shall bring him to see what shall be after him? The Most High. Okay, so you're supposed to be rejoicing in the fact that you're doing the right thing. Okay, that you're following Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, you're loving him. And what is love? The keeping of the Most High's commandment, man. Okay, so there's a time and a place for everything. And now we're in the time to where we're supposed to acknowledge Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and trust in him and follow his ways and be humble, okay, and repent, okay, and follow Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so Lord willing, it was an edifying lesson. Until the next time, I want to say Shalom.